Weber kettle is a classic barbecue. If you asked a cartoonist to draw a barbecue, this is what they'd come up with. And the Weber Master Touch is the best one. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing, assembling, and then seasoning my Weber Master Touch barbecue. I bought my barbecue in January of 2025, which is why it looks so wet and miserable outside, and it cost me £206. I bought it from a Blue Diamond garden centre where it was retailing for about £320, but as I'd found one on offer online at a cheaper price, they were willing to price match. Now normally they'll only price match if the website you found it on also has a physical store, but for some reason I got them on a good day. It was right after they were packing away all the Christmas stock, and these were last year's models, so I think they were just looking to clear them out. But luckily for me, the 2024 model actually comes with the 2 charcoal baskets, which due to a bit of shrinkflation they've removed from the 2025 model, so I lucked out there. Now I was a little bit late to the party with the Weber Master Touch. This is actually my 8th barbecue, but it is quickly becoming one of my favourite to use. It is a great all-rounder barbecue, it can do pretty much anything, and if you're just looking at getting into barbecuing, I'd say this is a very good place to start. There are a lot of copies of Webers out there, and I can't speak to their quality because I've not actually owned one. All I can tell you that the build quality on the Weber that I got is absolutely fantastic. And I've seen people running these barbecues for years and years with absolutely no issues. Once I'd got everything out of the box, assembly was surprisingly easy. It probably took me about 20 minutes working on my own, and all I needed to put it together was a spanner and a screwdriver. Now the main reason to go for the Master Touch over just the regular Weber kettle is this one-touch cleaning system at the bottom. It basically allows you to slide a lever around which gets rid of all the ash into a handy little ash bucket that you can just take off and chuck away. Super easy. Now, I managed to totally mess up the shot on putting the wheels and the bracket on, so here they are completed. But I can assure you there were no dramas. The other handy feature on the Weber Master Touch is the lid holder, so that you can just slide the lid up and it'll hold right there for you without having to find somewhere else to put it. You can of course upgrade to the Master Touch Premium, which comes with its own lid hinge, but I felt that was fairly unnecessary and not really worth the extra money. This little lid holder on the side just works absolutely fine. Also, having a separate lid just helps you when you want to add in a rotisserie or something like that. You haven't got to faff around removing this hinge. This is the ash bucket that sits just underneath the barbecue, collects all the ash and makes it really easy to clean out. The scrapers at the bottom have a dual function. They control the airflow into the barbecue and they help clean the barbecue at the bottom, pushing all the ash into that ashtray. The grill itself feels extremely high quality and has this handy little section in the middle that you can pull out to put in all the different Weber accessories that you can buy. As I said, my model actually came with these 2 Half Moon charcoal baskets. I really think they make cooking on it quite a lot easier. They're not absolutely necessary, but I would probably recommend them. Before I got the Weber, I was mostly cooking on a Traeger pellet smoker and a Kamado, and I was a bit concerned moving over to a Weber that it might not hold its heat quite as consistently as those 2 will. But I have to say I was very surprised at how well this thing holds its heat. You dial in the intake vent and the outtake vents, just as you would on a Kamado, and it will sit at that consistent temperature for basically as long as your charcoal lasts, which if you're going to use decent quality charcoal will be hours and hours. One of the first things I always cook when I have a new barbecue is a whole spatchcock chicken, so I set the barbecue up to sit somewhere between 180 and 200 degrees, put the chicken in the indirect zone, so not directly over the coals, and this thing cooked it absolutely perfectly. So with the handle and thermometer fixed, this is complete. I obviously went for the Slate Blue version, which I think gives it a nice little bit of character. These do come in all sorts of fun, interesting colours. So, before you start cooking on your Weber, you're going to want to season it. And this is true of pretty much every barbecue. Basically, when it comes out the factory, it's going to have different lubricants and oils and all sorts of things on it, and you just need to burn them off. Now, the process of this is really simple. You just want to start a really, really hot fire. And the easiest way to start a fire on a barbecue is to use a chimney starter. I use this Big K restaurant grade charcoal. Put a couple of firelighters underneath, then let it sit for about 20-25 minutes. And once the coals at the top of the chimney are starting to ash over, it's ready to pour out. Of course, if you don't have these charcoal baskets, you can just bank up all the coals to one side. Then pop the grill grates on, close the lid, open the vents up fully and let it sit for about half an hour. Once half an hour's passed, it's cured and you're ready to cook. I've just thrown on some chicken wings, as they need to cook at a really nice hot temperature anyway. After you're cooked, replace the lid, leave all the vents fully open, let that charcoal burn down. Now, I actually did a bit of an experiment with these wings, but that is a video for another day. So I hope this video has been helpful for you if you're thinking of buying a Weber Mastertouch. I've been really enjoying cooking on mine. I've got lots of videos on my channel of easy cooks on the Weber Mastertouch, and there are plenty more to come. And if you've made it this far into the video, then clearly you don't find my voice repulsive. So why don't you click on that subscribe button and enjoy a new easy barbecue video every single week. Thanks for watching.